Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Ryan, take it away.
So the party is heading west of town. I guess the parade, if you will. There's other people traveling on the road. It's actually a pretty busy day.
Okay.
In the lead, we have Charger, the Centaur, along with your manager.
I haven't signed any paperwork
Danny.
yet,
You
so...
haven't signed any paperwork.
Yeah.
And Delanora, who are all on horseback, making good time. I think probably like 2 hours behind, and what?
2 hours?
Well, hour and a half, and then movement rates are slightly different. Why don't I? Just thinking to roll no, uneventful aside from the crowds of people. You can talk with whoever you'd like on the way, or we can just like fast travel to out on the playgrounds. But it's about a half day, so it's like 13 miles to the edge of the forest along this road, 14 miles. So it'll be like getting towards late afternoon by the time you get there. I think the front party's moving at like a nice little saunter. 24 or whatever. You probably can't tow the wagon faster than 12 though. So you'll.
Although Delanora probably does need to get off every now and then and have a pee because of all the jolting and things, and you know, she's not as young as she used to be. And
your adventurer has a weak bladder.
look,
This is a fantasy world. You could have made whoever you wanted, and no.
She's a middle-aged woman. She's been jolting along on an unfamiliar horse with a shitty gait, and you know, it's just, you know, and she probably needs to get off and me bum, you know, so.
Okay.
Just saying, realism.
Shenanigans is known for its pretty realistic setting.
All right, so
People turn in for.
do we...
Yeah. So I guess, yeah.
Where do we go? What do we do?
So timeline doesn't have to make sense. Late afternoon. Maybe it was morning. Maybe you were confused because the bar was so packed.
Well, you said it was
You
morning.
gotta go.
You said it was super packed for morning.
Yeah, for the time of day. Yeah. So it's like late afternoon when you guys are, I guess, reaching the end of the road. So west of Dead End, Sausageville, East Westerton, the world just sort of civilization kind of stops, right?
Yeah,
The road ends and
there might
the
be
plains
some...
open up, and it's just open land.
There might be some
wilderness.
villages scattered in...
Yeah, sure. But the road ends. But you can sort of still follow the flow of traffic. It's still like, and this is unusual, I guess, if you guys are from the area. But there's a large group of people coming and some going, but mostly the flow of traffic is out into the plains, centering around this village that I guess I accidentally described earlier before measuring on the map how far away it was. But there's like this little, it's like the circus has come to town. I mean, there's a bunch of tents and things set up, or maybe like a medieval, like a joust kind of setup, like all the different, like knights. Maybe they're not knights. Maybe they're kick pig teams. But they've got their what's the word I'm looking for? Not caravan, like a camp set up or whatever. Their big tents and flags flying, crowds gathering, and at the center of this is a large wooden structure. But he doesn't lead you towards the structure. He leads you towards one of the... There's a word that I'm blanking on. Yeah, to one of these camps.
Tents? Pavilions?
Yeah, pavilions. No, but it's like a group of... I mean, it's a group of tents all belonging to this... No.
Democratic Socialist curry.
Yeah. So it's like a little encircling of tents, and there's a flag flying with a head of a horse on it.
Oh.
Not like a disembodied head, like a like a silhouette of
Right.
a horse.
Looks like a bronco.
No, it's a mare. Can't you tell?
Oh, my eyes aren't so good. I'm sorry.
Manning's mares. You haven't heard of us?
Mine's mares. Nope. I haven't. Are you a brothel?
Well, you'll fit right in. Nah. Horses. Mares. What are you, dense? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm quite dense.
You're-
Actually, look at my abs. Look how hard they are.
They are quite rippling. Yes.
Yeah, you're very healthy. He gives you a slap on the belly as he like
Healthy as a
dismounts and
horse.
hands his horse off to. Yeah, they've actually got like a little makeshift stable set up in their near their pavilion, and there's a couple of dozen. It seems like the center of attention is like they look like warriors, but none of them have weapons. Some of them have armor, and they're like stretching and I don't know, goofing off, getting. Yeah.
Oh,
Massage work done or whatever happens in like a
Dell's just like,
village.
oh, do you think that they like to wrestle?
You can see there's a couple like wrestling off in a corner. Yeah.
Dell has recently actually figured out what guys are for, so she's just like, wrestling. Oh, yes. So she's like, I'd quite like to wrestle with one or two of them, perhaps.
As long as she doesn't look up to Catherine the Great, we'll be fine.
Oh no! Thank you.
Okay, good.
I don't know this reference. I'm as dense as
Catherine
Be glad.
the Great
Don't
has
Google. Oh.
a suspicious story about her death, which is probably false, but you know, history. Rumors.
Basically, there's a rumor that Catherine the Great did a Mr. Hands.
She was trying to make the centaur.
She enjoyed it a little big.
It's
And
probably untrue. You know,
Probably.
she definitely likes sex, but probably not horses. She probably wasn't quite
That's
that.
probably not how she died.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Catherine the Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Named after her tastes, not after how.
We're done. We're done. So Neil, you start getting actually quite a bit of attention, like a bunch of bunch of young humans like start like mob around you and start like brushing you down and cleaning up your shoes. You get whisked away and pampered.
All right, shake it off and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Oh, this looks marvelous.
Yeah, you're free to. I mean, no one pays much attention to you, Delanor. But there's food and drink. You're actually still really full from that pie.
I'll probably see if they've got any. I'll probably see if they've got any sherry.
Sherry. Maybe. I don't know, man. But it is. I'll have to roll.
Sherry
Maybe
or a nice
maybe-
sweet wine, something something nice, That'd be nice.
Sure.
Nice.
You're able to find something nice. I don't know if it's exactly sherry, but there's something nice to drink. I don't know what is
some sort of rosé or something. You know. Oh yes, this is nice.
maybe. No, this is the Manning family. I'm thinking more along the lines of like, I don't know. No, they probably got a cheap ale, like super thin and watery.
I'll have a little.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Well,
It tastes like carbonated water, but it's
fizzy at
refreshing.
least. Yeah, that's
Fizzy, yeah.
fizzy, yes. Oh, well, isn't this nice? Oh, this is lovely. Yes, I like this. This is nice.
A champagne-y beer,
Yeah.
American style. All right. On the road, anything you want to accomplish, Rob? I mean, you're probably still,
Just trying to catch it.
but you're so slow, right? You're at donkey pace. If you're ready,
I'm not imagining the Charger
pulling
was
it hard.
doing it full.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they
horse
went.
movement rate.
I think they jogged out of town.
I'm having trouble imagining Charger jogging.
I can try it.
Yeah. What is your constitution and
Mine?
yeah.
16 con. I
Yeah.
move at
You were going at 20 movement rate 24, right?
18 is my movement.
Your natural is 18.
My natural
Yeah,
is
you were
18.
booked, and you probably doubled that for a good majority of the afternoon. Yeah, you booked it out of town. You could do the same, Rob, but you're waiting for your dancers in the mystery machine getting towed by Emmett the donkey, who is moving at a stubborn movement rate 12. So, yeah. So
Okay. Well, off we go. I Charger needs some cheerleaders.
okay, yeah. So, do you want to get like Neil? Do you want to like do any preparation? Are you gonna like ask what they're expecting you to do? Do you know how to play?
I need to ask these people what's
you
going
faked it
on.
really well before. You seemed to like convince him that you knew what you were doing.
Well, I'm sure
you brought up the live pig, and he was like, "Oh, this guy's played kick pig before. He's good to go."
I would still like to know their version of the rules because we might play it a little differently. So I asked them to explain the
Yeah,
game.
who do you want to ask? Once you got to the pavilion,
I look for Dan.
Danny's lost.
He's
No, I mean,
lost?
okay, you can flag him down at some point.
Yeah, I start asking people where's
but
Dan?
time flies. You know, you get a new pair, a fresh set of horseshoes, brand new. I mean, I guess you're a new character, so you started with brand new horseshoes, but you get them replaced anyways. They try to braid your tail. Do you let them braid your tail?
No.
No.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, get groomed and brushed and whatever. Yeah. In fact, you get more attention than any of the other players. They seem more proficient at preparing horses than they are at fielding a kick pig team. But
Well, tell us the rules. Tell us how they play.
okay, so then you get Danny Manning's attention at some point.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be the patron of this family.
I ask how to play the game.
He's the patron Manning.
Indeed. Papa Manning of Manning's Mares. Okay, yeah, so he
Ask how
seems
to play,
busy, but he
yeah.
comes over to how to play.
Tell me your rules.
Don't worry about the rules, Bob. You're a bruiser. I told you, replacing you actually see a dour looking ogre with a wrapped arm over on one side of the pavilion, looking sad. Probably casting you evil glances. You gather that you've been hired to replace him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you're the bruiser. You just stand in front. Make sure we keep the pig. If you can, give him a kick across the finish line with those mighty hooves of yours.
Okay. I'll kick it as well as I can.
And I told you
Eleanor,
before, those lances are not allowed. No weapons, except for yourself. Oh, those abs! And he gives you like a pat
Hey, buddy.
on the belly.
I feel a little objectified.
You do feel a little objectified, actually.
You gotta take care of these for me.
They're treating you like a horse. They're treating you like so basically the best used horse salesman in town just gave you like a detail that you'd give on like a used car before selling it. So they just like waxed you head to toe. You are feeling so objectified. You are having this realization. You're like, what have I done? You're like, you're waxed, and they oil you up so that you're like, extra slippery.
Did I get like a
They
beard
braided the
sauce?
hair on your head. How long is the hair on your head, Neil?
Shoulder length blonde hair.
Yeah, that's now braided behind, and all greasy.
Yeah, I have brown fur on my horse side of me.
Yeah, you smell like
At this
olive oil.
point, Delanor is going to wander over to be like, "Oh, you're looking very shiny and ripply and yes. Can I play as well then? I'm pretty good with a pig. I grew up on a pig farm, you know."
He gives you like a look up and down, and he's like,
She's pretty tall. She's like 6 foot in armor and things. She's just like, you know, she doesn't look that, you know.
Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah, pretty much. Bren, but like, oh, hello, dear.
uh,
Motherly.
Ain't no 100 gold contract, but
Oh, I don't mind. I just like to have a bit of a kick around every now and then. You know.
he shrugs. All right, you can sit on the field. We'll sub you in if we can. And he
marvelous.
he rushes off to go do something else. He seems like there's a bunch of
Oh, that sounds like fun. We'll be
actually no one's coming to get him to tell him to do things, but he seems to be making himself busy. Like putting his
Bustling.
nose into business. Yeah, into the business going on around the pavilion.
He's a bustler.
All right. So I guess you guys hang around the camp for a couple of hours. Is there anything you'd want to do in the time before Kuri makes it into?
I just asked for the name of the 2 teams that are playing.
In the next round, we're playing the
There's
Chat, you
some
got any-
degree of preparation.
Chat, you got any good football related puns?
Who's playing today? Is it the Panthers?
Well, yeah, you gather this. I mean, it's a full tournament. It's like this is an annual tournament. There's a bunch of games playing throughout the day. In fact, there may even be one, like some that have already started by this time.
Okay, so why don't you just... Are we playing the Cougars? Is it Manning's Mares versus the Cougars?
Maybe in the finals.
Okay, so there's a many teams.
Actually, yeah, I think so. I think we gotta. How many rounds of Kick Pig do we actually need to play? Maybe we just make this the big tournament of the year.
The Displacer Beasts, the green giraffes, the Bullfree Brawlers.
No, it's Green Griffins.
Oh, Griffins. I don't know how I
The
saw
Belfry
giraffes.
Brawlers.
Yeah, definitely the Displacer Beasts. I don't know. Yeah.
Manning's Mares versus the Displacer Beasts.
Yeah. In fact, I think Delanor, have you been to Shenanigans before?
Yes.
Okay.
All the time.
All
Okay.
the time.
Yeah. You would Borsch is playing. It plays for Manning's Mares. You didn't realize he played Kick Pig, but
Oh, look. Hello. How are you? Hi.
yeah.
Hello.
Okay. So you wave at him across this crowded pavilion. He ignores you. He's like getting in the zone for. I mean, he's yeah.
I'm gonna bust over and be like, oh, Bort, hello. How are you? And then my burger just turned.
I don't know that he. Yeah. I don't know that he recognizes. He gives you a.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, I'll try and make small talk, but I need to.
Okay. All right. So eventually, Kuri catches up to
Okay.
this. You see the same scene I described before. The pavilion's laid out before this large wooden structure. A parade. It must be like it feels like the entire population of Sausageville like emptied out here into the plains. Aside from the crowd that was still at Shenanigans, so there's like thousands of people gathered.
Okay.
Where would Kuri go with your little
Well,
wagon and your dancers?
I'm looking for our new friend Charger here.
Okay, yeah. So you
Centaur is probably easy to spot.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you travel amongst the tents and pavilions, cook fires, the smell of fried pigskin and popcorn.
Okay.
But you didn't have any pie, so you're kind of hungry. You could eat. Yeah, you see athletes getting ready and spectators, great and small, all races, sizes.
All right, so
socioeconomic group.
can I find Charger?
Yeah, after some time, so it's you're probably like probably about 2 hours after they had arrived. So they had like rested and kicked their feet up. You pull into the camp, into Manning's Mayor's team pavilion, the locker room, if you will. There's actually So you
Delanora has probably had 1 or 2 drinks by this point, so she's maybe a little bit cheerful.
Okay.
getting drunk before you play Kick Pig.
Well, she's not drunk so much. She's just had like a couple of these shitty fizzy beers, and she's just a little bit like, oh, a little bit tittery, you know. She's like, oh, bit giggly, you know.
Well, hello there, everyone. It was a definitely time catching up with you.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to see everybody's made it here all right. I brought the drinks.
Ooh, did you bring any sherry?
No, I almost brought Tina and Stephanie, but no sherry. I do have a ton of good wine, a literal ton of good wine.
Oh, well, I'll Actually, I shouldn't really pour it. I've already had a couple of beers. I shouldn't really. No, I'll be fine. I'll have something afterwards.
I've heard some people insist they play better after a few.
Really? No. I shouldn't.
So what do you do with the cart and like do you like
Well, heading here at this tent or
like
wherever
park
there's
it somewhere in the pavilion, like to unload the
Well, where's
leave
this?
your horse? There's a stables in this place. No one comes.
Well, no, it's a tailgate party, dude. We're not leaving
Yeah.
it back somewhere.
Okay.
That was why we had to bring the cart.
Yeah, you got yourself a.
If there was a way I could have gotten like a bunch of bread and a pig to make ham sandwiches, I would have, in any sort of time, I would have done that too.
I mean, now that you mention it, you hear the sound of a great many pigs. Like there's a off in the distance. Some whines. Squeals.
I'm assuming that's probably like the traditional.
Yeah, and you got to wonder where all this fried pig skin is coming from that you're smelling.
Okay, well, we'll get the tailgate party here set up by.
It must be the practice pigs. All right. So you join the pavilion. They take your horse into the stables, I guess. Do
we really need to, or I don't know?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't mind
fine.
having them ready for.
They probably tried to take your horse. They probably try to buy your horse off of you, and you're allowed to refuse. But
Of course, I refuse. This is a very nice.
One of the Mannings offers you like 20 gold or something absurd for it.
Of course not. This is a horse which I already overpaid by 25%.
And then they buy Morton's donkey for 10,000 gold and hand you a chest and tell you to pass it on to Morton. Just kidding. Okay. So
I shall deliver his 10 gold.
Party reunited. You're here in the pavilion, out west of East Dead Sausage Land. Wherever it is you're from.
Yes. All right, so I want to hear more about. I don't know that Delanora has been involved in this, so I talked to Charger. I want to hear more about his deal here. What's going on? So, Charger, you've just had sort of a whirlwind magical adventure here. What exactly is going on? What do they want you to do? Things seem a little sketchy.
I'm not sure, but I don't think they want to draw me. I think we're gonna be playing Kick Pig. Are you familiar with the game, friend?
Not really. I don't watch sports. I pay other people to watch them for me.
I grew up on a pig farm. I've kicked a few pigs in my time.
Well then, I think our team's gonna be real strong. I'm just waiting for the game to begin.
Oh yes, wonderful.
Well, we shall be supporting you. In fact, I think we're going to start working on some numbers right now, and I'll get my dancers together, and I'll start choreographing with them, planning some routines here.
You brought the dancers?
Well, yes.
Do you think they'd want to wrestle? Perhaps.
Perhaps they just have to get into their little leather gladiator skirts and nothing else, and then oil up.
Oh my, is it hot in here or is it just me? Yes, that sounds. Yeah. Deladore's just going to sort of wander off. It's just, she's having a moment.
So it sounds like you guys still have. You made pretty good time getting out of town, so you've still got a few hours before the kickoff of the kick pig. So you can do. I mean, you can. Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do here.
You just lounge around camp for the afternoon.
Yep, I go look for some pigs to kick, and I also go find Dan, and I want my 100 gold right now. I'm going to be kicking pigs for him.
Did you ever at any point get the rules of Kick Pig? You asked about them. I don't think it ever happened, though.
He was told it wasn't important. You're just the bruiser. Just stand there and protect the pig. And if you can, kick it when it crosses the finish line.
Is the pig alive or dead?
That remains to be seen.
I think it's going to be kind of chaos as soon as we start playing.
Okay, you say you want your money. What do you need? Yeah, I'll get you your 100 gold. What do you need? What do you need money for when you're playing though? After, find me after.
No, sir. Mama didn't raise no fool.
All right, half now.
No.
Half that.
No. If you want, you drag me all the way out here, and you put all this cosmetics on me. I want my 100 gold.
How about 70?
70 now, 30 later.
Deal. And he
Alright.
counts out a sack of. I think he counts out 7 platinum for you right there on the spot.
Ooh. I shuffle them into my bag.
Actually, that doesn't sound very much like a used car salesman, does it? Maybe,
700 silver.
Yeah, does he like call out the bags of copper?
Oh god.
Pay you in copper bricks? No, he hands you 7 platinum.
Yeah, it's in copper. It's in spare change, just.
Oh god.
He's got like a little weird little dispenser on his belt. Ding ding ding. All right. Yeah, so you get 70. Anything else you'd like to accomplish? Ask. Check out any of the other tents. Check out the field.
I think once I get the dancers and they're ready to just start practicing,
So you
I'll
start
go out
rehearsing.
and see the whole thing.
You get them. They actually have a routine. You've convinced these mercenaries to dance for you.
They were begging for the opportunity.
These are like trained. I guess they're compared to like getting sent into combat, like fight orcs and goblins and whatever you usually use mercenaries for. This is probably a pretty good life. They'll put on a skirt and dance. That's way safer.
As I explained it to them, I was offering them a job and they were free to turn it down, where they would dance up on the stage surrounded by women who would go crazy for them. They really seemed pretty happy with their job. It's worked out really well for them.
Right. So you get the dance rehearsal started. Is it like a routine? Do all 5 of them do it together? Do they have any?
We're throwing together the full bring it on.
So do you find them like little frilly bits?
We go full cheerleader
in their
movie.
hands.
And bend and
Oh wait, describe again the outfit you had ordered with that note.
Okay, all of them, and this was actually from the very first time when they were hired. They were given gladiator outfits.
Did you pay for this shit? You cannot.
I did.
Credit.
This was all absolutely paid for. In fact, I had to pay for not only their actual arms and equipment, but then pay for like fake blunted weapons and everything.
Neil, did you oversee this? Is this legit?
I don't remember. Probably.
You said they had leather armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they have leather. What did you write in the note? What did you ask? You asked for something? You were like, bring the leather skirt? Oh, you were like, bring the...
I just wanted them to bring their
So
leather
they showed up in leather.
So that they would basically have something to cheerlead in.
Okay. So they've got leather cheerleader outfits, granting AC 8 or whatever leather armor does. I feel like they'd be better suited to play kick pig than to like you're looking at some of the other players and
equal opportunities.
Whatever.
We're here to support our hero Charger here.
So do they have like a chant that they do along with the dance routine?
Well, I mean, typically, they're strippers, so we're having to work this out on the fly here. But we can do this. We're professionals.
Go Charger!
Neil, you said you were looking for some pigs.
I wanted to look around and look at the field.
You trace down the sort of behind the stables. There's like a smaller stable. These are like temporary. They're like set up with. They're wooden structures, but they're clearly like set up in a collapsible stables, if you will. There's a separate smaller stable that you didn't see that seems to house maybe a half dozen pigs in separate stalls. They're oinking and rooting around.
I look over at them. Do they look like good pigs for our game, or are they like too round?
Do you have an animal handling check?
I mean, I'm a centaur.
Or gaming, if you have a gaming proficiency. Gaming or animal handling, I will take.
Let's see. I have fire building, tracking, dancing, pottery, and weaving.
Tracking? You took tracking.
I did.
Dancing, pottery, and who are you? No, I don't think I will take a tracking. So you can roll a wisdom or charisma check at -5.
He's a Renaissance centaur.
To see if you can. Do you like handle the pig, or do you look at it? How are you inspecting said pig?
I'm expecting it with my eyes. I don't want to get too close.
Okay.
Pigs can be bitey. Only an 18.
Was that a wisdom or a charisma?
That was a wisdom. Charisma check.
Was a charisma check? -5. Correct.
Yeah.
It
It failed. Yeah.
So you don't know. They're pigs. Pigs acquired.
But they're still alive.
Yes, they are still alive.
They're not in ball form. They're going to be kicking living pig.
Hey, you're at the dance rehearsal. You're busy. Delanora, where are you around this camp?
I'm probably watching the dance rehearsal.
Okay.
With a look of dawning kind of like...
I think everyone is. All the players have sort of lost track of whatever they were supposed to be doing.
Delanora is having
They're supposed to be like putting their athlete's foot on their tube socks or whatever it is. Their talcum powder, oiling up. I don't know what you do before a football match, but now they're distracted by the cheerleaders in the locker room. The male cheerleaders, right? They're all male.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they're
two of them
heavily
are
muscled.
women, actually.
These are there. 2 of them are women.
I hired 5.
They're all
Three men, 2 women.
They're all former slave soldiers, right? So they're like heavily muscled warriors.
Mm-hmm.
God.
I spent my entire fortune on this.
Neil, I've been praising Martha this entire campaign.
worth every
This
penny.
huckster shows up and he's got a congregation in no
He
time.
shows up on a daily basis and he gets into his faith. He worships.
He
hard.
worships.
Plus, never really expecting it to happen, I spent the extra points on being able to get a congregation as soon as I built a place of worship instead of at 9th level.
Well,
Didn't
these
expect
are,
it to actually happen, but I thought I'd go for it. I dreamed big.
there's plenty of worshiping going on here out at the playgrounds. There's gambling. There's
That's true. This is a really great place.
debauchery. Yeah, no, there's basically the entire town is worshiping You would say Newton, but I don't think they've heard of your Newton.
Inadvertent worshiping.
Inadvertent worship.
But still be used to your advantage, right?
All right, Neil, are you doing anything more with these pigs?
No, I'm just hanging out waiting for the game to start.
Okay. So would we like to hang out? I mean, it's a safe place. You can chill here for a couple of hours if you want to just wait for the game to start. Is that what we want to do, or is
Well,
there
once I get everybody going,
any prep that you'd like
once
to
I feel like they're all set, they just need to practice.
Yeah, you can leave them.
Go around, take in the atmosphere, check things out here.
Is there anything specifically you'd like me to describe in more detail, or?
Any plot hooks or important clues that we're supposed to notice. You can start there.
My world is full of clues. What are you talking about?
I'm going around trying to get the hang of everything here.
So do you leave?
Make sure the other team isn't like
so you do
giants and our people are going to get crushed or something.
That's precisely the sort of question I was expecting someone to ask.
Yeah, I want to make sure we're not playing against the other team.
Yeah, so you would like to go check out the other team's pavilion. You're not sure where it is.
So making sure they're not the
maybe roll a
Space Jam.
Roll a perception check. Sure, perception check.
Oh well, that's not. I'm not the right person for this then, but.
I'm just trying to check whether maybe you would. I mean, because you got kind of lost on your way finding this pavilion. Maybe you had spotted the. No, you didn't know. Maybe it happened on this pavilion first. You didn't get a look at. You don't know where the other team's pavilion is.
Well, I can ask around.
Beasts.
Sure, people know.
If you're going off to the other thing, sort of like Delanora will offer to help, sort of like put the finishing touches to the routine. She's quite keen to help out with the.
Yeah, thank you. That would be absolutely a help. One thing is before they get started and they go out there, they're gonna need to get oiled up. So here, it would be doing me an absolute never thank you enough favor if you were to rub this oil on the dancers when they're ready.
I can do that. Yes. I'll
Thank you. I owe you so much.
on the.
Just all over, anywhere it's exposed. And just to be sure, like maybe kind of overlap the non-exposed places in case they get exposed with all the gyrating and dancing and leaping.
Yes. I'll that sounds lovely. I'll do that.
You're a peach.
You leave Delanora just like going. I'm going to oil the dancers up.
Okay. So you go exploring the camp, Kuri? Is that what?
Yeah. I want to see what the other team is, make sure they're...
Yeah, so you take a small walk, you go step through the... I mean, once you get out of out of this little pavilion, there's the common folk, the rabble, eating their corn on a stick and gossiping about the big game, about the kick pig.
I want to hear what they're saying. I'm awesome at kind of talking up and finding out what's going on, kind of thing.
A lot of people seem upset that at the fact that the Displacer Beasts have made it into the final. It sounds like you hear a lot of hick jokes talking about them folk in Kershwick and how there's surprised and upset that it wasn't the capital city, the Sea Eagles. Wicthron Thrientra? Is that the name of the? How do you pronounce it?
Wicthron Thrientra.
Yeah.
Wicthron Rarenta.
Yeah. Apparently, their team got knocked out.
So Manning's Mares are the official Berkshire team.
Yes, that's the Berkshire team. You don't gather this, but in character, maybe you do.
Right.
Yeah, maybe, sure.
Well,
you can ask.
But for all of us to know.
Team. They weren't always called Manning's Mares, but at some point in the past, Manning's Mares sponsored the team and got the name changed. So now it's the Dead and Sausageville, East Westerton, Manning's Mares.
So you just said it was
or
the
Manning's
Berkshire.
Mares for short.
Okay.
And the opposing team is from Kershwick.
All right. Is there any betting going on?
Displacer Beasts.
I'm
Sure, you can
guessing.
find some betting.
Obviously, there's betting. I'm just asking. Do I
Yeah,
find?
they're like every 100 feet. There's another.
Okay, I try to find out what the odds are.
What the odds are? Well, maybe I can Google for that. Odds. I mean, kick pig odds.
You might want to say football odds. I don't think you should actually Google kick pig. I don't think it'll work.
I don't know that I know enough about sport betting to even understand what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
3-1 against. No, wait, that's odds. Yeah, that's infinite probability drive stuff. No, but anyway,
Infinite probability drive? What?
infinite improbability drive. Hitchhiker's the Galaxy.
Yes.
What?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
No. Haven't read
No.
it.
Neil,
Haven't read
I
it.
thought you were a proper nerd, Neil.
Well, so
I have my
Kuri finds
shortcomings.
the bet, gets distracted by a gambling line, and you have to wait to get up to a counter to exchange money for bets. I don't know
haven't read
what
The Hobbit either.
odds I'll give you, but we'll figure that out at some point. Rest of the party's hanging out in the pavilion.
This changes everything, Neil.
Yes.
I don't know if I can work under these conditions now, knowing that you've never read The Hobbit. Oh my god.
He just said he never read the Hobbit.
I've never
I
read The
bet
Hobbit.
you
I've never read
played on the
Hitchhiker's
King
Guide to the
Pig
Galaxy.
when you were in high school, didn't you?
You should really read The Hobbit, considering the influence it had over the game that you play for a living.
And your entire freaking culture.
Well, I should also pick up the Bible then, but I haven't worked my way through that.
What about the Lord of the Rings? Any of the Lord of the Rings?
I read the
books?
Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Okay, so just not the Hobbit.
It's not the
That's
Hobbit.
fine. Okay.
You
To
know,
be fair,
I
even
tried
when I
reading the Bible
yeah.
once, but then someone told me how it ended.
And just ruined it for you.
Yeah. To be honest with you,
spoilers.
the Hobbit is fine as long as you skip the songs, because Tolkien likes his long songs.
I thought that was just sort of assumed.
Oh.
I don't know. Some people get shirty if you don't read the entire thing.
It's okay. I haven't read Redwall or The Golden Compass. There's a lot of these like very classic fantasy-esque books.
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't call the
but-
Golden Compass classic.
That's not even, you can't even say those in the same sentence as the Hobbit.
Yeah.
About-
Have you read the Silmarillion, the
No.
one I can't pronounce? No.
No one reads that. Except for
I-
Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
I've
You
read
and Stephen
that.
Colbert.
You've
I
read
have
that?
Yeah. I've
Isn't
got
it kind of
I
long
tried
and
to
boring
read that.
and dry?
No, it's fascinating. It's really interesting.
Okay.
All right, I want to go kick some pigs.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I think we're coming up on a break. I'm trying to figure out how. Okay, so Kuri gets to the front of the line. I don't. Okay, we're talking. Well, Manning's mares it looks like is. Oh no. The displacer beasts are favored.
Okay.
5 to 7 odds. What is that? So for 5 to. What does that mean? So for 5 gold, if you put down 5 gold, you'll get down 7 back if you win.
Yes.
Let's say that. I don't know where I'm getting my news from. Some CBS article. So I don't know if that's actually what the odds are. But this is kick pig. 5 to 7 you can get. You can put down as much money as you'd like.
I
so
put 70 gold on myself.
you're not there, but okay. I guess Kuri sends word back, or you guys at some point you hear. Yeah.
Okay.
So any
Well,
you can put.
I would like to, yeah. If the opportunity rises for me to realize what's happening,
Actually,
I will put 70.
roll a charisma check at -5. Another gaming check. Kuri, you can exchange cash for or gold for bets as much as you do.
Okay.
How much are you
But
gonna?
you need me to roll at -5?
No, you're not rolling now. You're betting on the outcome of the game of the
Yeah,
kick.
I'm going to put down 50 gold.
Okay, and you could make more complicated bets if you'd like, but well, that's the most simple one that they've got. 50 gold. Okay,
Yes.
so remove 50 gold if
I just did.
you're
Now
putting it
I'm
on your team. Okay, so if Manning's mares win, you'll get 70 gold, right?
Yep.
Back. Oh wait, 5 to you'll get your
5 to 7 should be 50 to 70.
yeah. Okay.
Don't ask me. I don't math.
So I'm putting 7 platinum on Manning's mares, which would
Okay.
net me 9.8 in return.
Is that the net with the net gain? I think the net gain will only be 2.8 platinum.
Oh yeah, no. So my total at the end,
Yeah.
I would net after everything was done, 9.8.
Okay. All right. I think this seems like a good spot for a break. We will make our way to the playgrounds in the next segment. Unless there's anything you guys want to add.
No. See you guys
No.
on the other side of the break. Bye bye.
Just
Bye-bye.